Okay, back here with the 2014 Cruze. Alright, so where we left off, I don't have my air compressor handy right now because the cross pipe from the compressor to the actual tank broke and I've yet to replace it. So there's two little things down there, a couple little things in there. So normally what we want to try to do, if you don't have that, here's a hack. Alright, brake cleaner, whatever, it doesn't really matter as long as it's not sticky. Okay, so don't use no fucking WD-40, but use the damn straw because the straw makes it high pressure. So I'm gonna move this for a second, and that did not work. I don't know if the can is doesn't seem to have any fucking pressure, but all right. So next thing's next. Get a screwdriver and make sure it's clean. Hold on, this is not working right now. All right. So I really don't want this shit in here. That definitely looks like a piece of plastic or rubber in there. How it got in there, I don't know. Also kind of looks like a rock. Huh? Guess I'm going to have to come up with some tweezer ideas here since the other thing isn't working. And I don't think these are going to reach. But if they do, I'll try. I will try and see if they will reach. Oh, they do reach. Okay. Alright. Of course, right? Of course. Alright, so you don't want to watch me mess with this, I don't think. I don't know. But, you know what? We'll try. Let me set this up so everybody can see it. Alright, guys. Alright. Let me wipe the sweat off. It's about 85 degrees out today, and it is, whew. Of course, the clouds are not blocking shit for me. Alright, these pliers don't get used much, and the other day it rained. Of course, I was doing something, working on my bike in the backyard, and my dumbass forgot to close up the truck. Alright, hey, there's number one piece. Yeah, as I suspected, rubber. That's from the last time when I dealt with these spark plug tubes, the rubbers, the boots that broke. So far, that's actually working pretty easy. So, skinny, thin, long needle nose. It's the way to go, in most cases. Alright. Got one little piece in here. Not really worried about that. It's like so small it won't even do nothing. So, but the whole key on this is to try not to put any dirt down in the cylinder. Okay? You just don't want to do that. Alright, moving on. Take the Torx bit off of there. Get your 5/8 spark plug socket. A lot of times you're going to find the rubber is gone. In that case, use a magnet. Magnets always make life easy. Okay? Just remember that. Magnets make life easy. If your spark plugs, for whatever, are not coming out easy, get a little oil in there. Don't worry, it'll burn out, it'll blow out, whatever. Alright, but if they do not come out easy, because this engine does have turbo, even though it's not big turbo, it's still turbo and it gets extremely hot. And there's a lot of boost. Any boost is a lot of boost, especially for a little 1.4. Alright, get them loose. But if they are not coming out easy, do not keep turning them dry. Okay, put some oil down there and work it back this way, about a turn until it's stiff, then go back in, back out, back in. You do not want to hit the rough parts, because what will happen is the spark plug threads are steel. The threads on the head are aluminum. So, yeah, you can guess where I'm going with this if you've ever done something and stripped a thread before and wondered why. Because steel likes to basically oxidize and kind of binds up in the threads on the aluminum. So it's not the steel that's oxidizing, it's the aluminum. And basically it'll look like corrosion or something. Okay, so you don't want to do that. Let me find my magnet. Move on. I don't even want to waste my time with the magnet, but I'm done. Alright, run into the back real fast. I don't know where my magnet is. Be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so, in many cases, not just for spark plugs, but many cases, buy a ton of these things. You lose them simple because they'll stick to any metal and bam, you forget about them. Okay? Pull a spark plug up, bam. Nothing to it. Pull a spark plug up, bam. Bam. It's like Emerald, but the car world. Bam. Spark plug's not looking too bad, but they are 3 years old with a lot of heavy mileage. So, with that being said, wipe your spark plug socket off, because most likely you got a little bit of oil seepage from the valve cover or from people spilling when they top it off. Sorry. Let's go like that. I don't know if you can see all that, but alright. Now, these are your basic AC Delcos for this. They are iridiums, I believe. They are AC Delco 555-855-17s. Okay? Other version number is 41-121. Okay? I don't know if you can see that. Alright, moving on. Drop them down easy. Do not drop them down hard, because you don't want that gap to change. Okay? So you really don't want to hit that part. Most times these gaps should all be identical, because see how thin that point is? It's really hard to gap these, and you can fuck the spark plug up real fast. Alright? I cannot stress this enough. Do not use an impact socket on these, or impact on these. You will crack the ceramic on the spark plug, and you'll wonder why you have a misfire. Okay? So don't do that. I know a lot of people just like to drop them in and zip them in. I like to back out a few just to make sure the threads are sitting pretty much level and not going to go in on an angle, because if you cross thread these, well, you're going to have a lovely day. You know, a lovely week. And especially if you're looking at this video to do spark plugs, that means you've probably never done a head before. And you're going to have to pull this head off to rethread it. I wouldn't do it as some people, you know, take the chance. They do the thread Healy coil insert, which is essentially a threaded insert that goes in place of the torn threads, the missing metal. Okay, I don't know if I'm explaining that right. I'm better at just working and less explaining, but I try my best. I've worked for a lot of places and everything, so I've been doing this since I was a little kid. Today is just the easy one. It's just diagnosing, tune-ups. You know, in a little while after this, I gotta put my new wheels on my truck, and then I have to go over to the next 2 towns over to diagnose a shaky engine. So I'm sure I'm gonna find spark plugs and coils on my plan for today. A lot of them, because after that, another possible misfire, shaky engine, but no smoke, no signs of mixed fluids. You know, I try to get my customers to give me the lowdown on what they're finding before I get there, so I have a better idea of what I'm getting into before I get over there. All right. With that being said, take your here. Take these two out. This way you don't lose them. Okay. All right. So, in the tops of these, this is your coil pack setup. Okay. So it should look like this. Bam. All right. These are your coil wires, technically. More like a spring, and I believe that's a little resistor. I'm not sure. Kind of like a fuse, but kind of like a resistor. Not really sure. Never seen them go bad before, but I have seen this coil pack go bad before. And when you buy a new coil pack, it normally comes with all this, including boots. Okay? So, slide the new boots on. Slide this boot on. And this boot. Oh no! Holy shit, that, thank God. Whew. See, again with the magnet. Magnet's gonna be your best friend. Whew, never do that. If you ain't got the spark plugs in and this motherfucker goes down in the cylinder, you're done. Whew. Yeah, they got a small little bitty heart attack there for a second. Holy shit. Alright. You can use grease, whatever, but these things have been seeping oil from the valve cover and everything, so a lot of times I don't like to use it, especially when I can tell oil is going to get in there anyway. This is actually my mom's car, so this is just, I don't know, turned into a little tutorial, you know? Alright, grab your 2 Torx bits, okay, drop them in. Take the spark plug socket off. I like to do it this way. Okay, get your T30 Torx bit. Make sure you're using good Torx bits. If they're stripped and rounded, twisted, anything, chipped, broken, don't use them. Because if you strip these bolts, you're not going to have a good day. Bottom line is you want to make this job as easy, as simple as it should be. Okay, older cars, a lot simpler. Newer cars, anything can go wrong at any moment because shit is just cheap garbage. Okay? And obviously you can see this motor is very, very well used. Alright. Alright, hold on. I gotta use the bathroom, so I'm gonna pause this video for a second. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Alright, so where were we? Make sure you tighten these. Don't over tighten them. They don't need a lot of any pressure. Okay, if you need torque freaking specifications for this, I would expect that you're in like fucking a Bosie's vocational program to learn how to do your own oil changes and stuff. Alright, make sure that piece is out. Clip the wire back on. Make sure it's clipped in there. Push the safety purple clip back in. That's so it cannot be pulled off easily or by accident or slip off or vice versa. Alright. Now, remove all those tools. We're done with that. Alright, moving on. Oil change. Fun. Oh, known fact. These goddamn stupid covers vibrate and shake to death and will piss you off if you hear that noise for too damn long. Alright, trust me. Been there, done that. You don't want to be. Okay? Clip the back down, clip the front down. That's it. Me, if this was my car, I wouldn't even have that on there. I'd just make a little cover just for the coil pack. Make sure it's bolts on, it doesn't vibrate, shake, or anything. Alright. See, even though you think your spark plugs aren't bad, anything can start to affect them, little dirt, whatever, wear, and, you know, they just, you know, should be changed every, I think the book for this car is somewhere around 60 to 80,000 miles, but it also depends on the spark plugs you're using. Some spark plugs will claim 120,000 miles, some will claim less and more. So, whatever, regardless, I change mine at about every 40,000 to 60,000. My car's 40,000 all the time, because I don't buy anything new. Okay, this is Silverado, 1500. Yeah, see them hideous fucking wheels? Yeah, those are going today. Getting me some aluminum rims, some nice big old fat 16s going on there. Alright, moving on. Get your oil pan ready. Alright, always open the damn drain. If you don't open the drain, you're going to be mad when that shit starts. You go to, open this. And let me show you another problem with these small GM engines. Pretty much for this car, it uses a 10mm aluminum oil pan bolt, drain bolt. And it is the world's biggest piece of shit. This is not my nice jack. My nice jack is stuck all the way up in the truck, and I don't feel like lifting it out right now. It's just a lot of work. So let me set this somewhere up where you can see. Okay. Hopefully you can see where I'm going with this. I'm not exactly sure. Hey, we'll try to put it on its side like this. All right. Always make sure your parking brake is on. I like to go right here. There's a nub in the frame, and it's normally perfect to sit in the cup on the jack. Okay? That's just me. Alright. Really, you should be chalking the wheels. I've done this a million times, so I'm a little, how do I want to say? Just don't really give a shit. The jacket's fine. I'm not going to put a... You really should, trust me, do not follow my advice on this. How I'm doing this exactly. I'm skipping safety steps. Don't do that. Get yourself a nice set of jack stands. Okay, when you jack this up, get a jack stand underneath part of the car somewhere to support in case the jack collapses or depletes pressure and drops. You don't want to be underneath the vehicle when it drops on you. Trust me, I don't care how strong you are. You're going to be fucking hurt and you're going to the hospital. It's a one-way trip. Some people, it's a one-way trip with no return at all ever. Okay? Don't be that person. This is more just to show you how to do something. Not how to be safe with it, but you should be safe with it. So, this is just showing you how to do this. This is not showing you, I don't know. This is not an instructional video. This is just me doing my work. Okay? Alright. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Alright, so my mom moved down to South Carolina. I live in New York. She's been down there for about a year and a half or so. Oh, thank God. Looks like my sister's fiance finally did something good for her. Or at least car-wise. Because he didn't do the damn headlight. Thanks, Bobby. But he did replace this bolt. That was a 10mm and it was stripped. I had to use vice grips to get that plug off, or really big channel locks, because it was just completely stripped out. So this car takes a lot of abuse, but alright, let's continue. Let's continue. Alright, let's get that up there a little bit. Alright. Oil pan somewhat near where you're going to be working. Alright, you don't have to have it directly underneath the plug yet, because you need to crack it loose. And I'm going to say 14 or 15mm. Let me grab my sockets. Oh, it's hot. Alrighty. Alright, it's not 14. Is it 15? It's not 15. Okay, we're moving up to 16, 17. That's a new plug, so I don't know what size it is. Oh, this is so fucking high. Alright. Alright, sorry, normally this would be a lot easier if you're in a garage, you have a lift, all that good shit. But for the average Americans, they don't have that. Okay, you'd be shocked to find out how many people don't even have a garage. Shit, I'm a mechanic. I don't have a garage. I do the mold mechanic thing. I go to everybody. Alright. I'm hoping you can still see this. Alright. Crack it loose. Get ready. Drop it. There is a crush washer on here / seal. Okay? And so when you're done, your oil, you put your new oil in it. Don't start fucking seeping out everywhere. Okay? You're going to get some oil on the hands. Don't be a baby about it. Yeah, I don't know if you heard that noise, that little something weird that these cars do. The car's not even on. There's nothing on in this car right now. And yet, every now and then, I will hear this underneath the hood. For the life of me. Can't find it, don't know what it is. Not causing any problems, so not going to dig into it. No need to spend extra time on something that's not a problem. But, one day I would like to figure out what the fuck that noise is. Bugs me out. Alright. So, while that's draining its nasty, burnt out oil into the pan, let's go up top. Let that drip. Don't be afraid. Let that shit drip. You want that garbage out of your car. Alright? The more old oil you leave in there, the more residue and sludge you're going to have build up inside the engine, and you just don't want that. Because eventually that sludge is going to move around. It's going to get real thick, and, well, if it gets into crank bearings and such, you won't have a bad day. Oh, I should have put down my rollie for this. Yeah, don't be like me. I make my life hard doing this shit. I don't know why. Alright? Always crack open your dipstick a little bit. It helps with the airflow. Alright? You don't need to take everything off. Just open it up so oil can come out easier. Okay? Alright. So our oil filter is actually right here to the right of the oil cap, okay? You kind of need to be careful how you get in this. Let me find the socket for this one. Not that one, I don't think. I believe I used one of these. Or one of these. I don't remember. Either way, we'll grab that. 1/2-inch ratchet. And an extension. Okay, because we don't know what size it's going to be. I think it's going to be this one, actually. Yes, my truck is a mess right now. I've been going back and forth. I had to go get the wheels yesterday. Didn't have time to clean anything out, so I was just kind of throwing shit around. Alright, so it's not a one. Been a while. Forgot what size this was. But you'll know in a moment. Alright. It is a 15-16 socket. You can use 6-point or you can use a 12-point. It's not going to matter. Alright, but you will need an extension. Alright, you can do this on 3/8 drive. I just like doing it on... oh yeah, you're going to need a short extension because otherwise you're hitting the battery and stuff. Hold on. Cannot get this phone positioned just right at all. This thing makes me mad. Alright, I don't know if you can see. We'll find out in a moment. And again, number one reason why you don't let rain hit your goddamn tools. Look at that shit. Looked brand new a week ago. Well, not brand new, but it wasn't fucking rusted at all. Alright, so get that on there. Alright. It's staying there. I kind of need to use both hands for a second here. Let me position the phone right here. Somewhere. Okay, there we go. Alright, it's a plastic cap, so do not fucking break this thing. Again, it's just going to be one of them things that's going to ruin your day. Because you know where to get this cap. A dealer. I don't think AutoZone has it. Everyone else I've known that have broken these, AutoZone did not have it. And you know what? It sucks when you break the cap because I've seen people cross-thread them. I've seen them stuck in there so hard that they don't even want to come out. Alright, so what I like to do here is get a rag. Make sure you're not using a rag that's going to drop dirt on everything. Okay, you're going to spill a little bit of oil. Try to flip it upside down. Okay, flip it upside down. See, this way you're not dripping oil everywhere. position the phone again. Alright, so what you're going to do here is take that out, lay that there, hold on. Get yourself a pick or something like a pick. Get this O-ring off, okay, because you're going to put a new O-ring on. Every time you do change these filters, just go ahead and change the O-ring on them, okay? You don't want to be messing with that shit and having leaking at your oil filter, because if it leaks at the oil filter, you're also not going to get sufficient pressure all the way to the top of the motor. You're not. You're going to lose. Anything that leaks causes pressure issues. Not good. Alright. So, and again, it's as simple as can be. Alright. It's a new oil filter. New O-ring. Take it out. Slap the old one back in the box just because you shouldn't really give a fuck about it. It's garbage anyway. It's not even metal, so you can't even throw it in your scrap pile if that's what you do. Alright, now, don't be that idiot. This line down here is not for O-ring. The second big line. Okay, I can't tell you how many people bind these O-rings and somehow manage to get it at the bottom and wonder why they crack the side of this off, or it's just leaking because it squeezes the ring out. Alright, don't do that. Alright, see this clip? Alright, this only goes in one way. Clip it in. Okay, it's in. Bada boom, bada bang. There should be oil residue on the threads. Just go ahead and wet that O-ring a little bit. Alright, get down in here. Try not to hit too much and disturb too much dirt, because it's never fun. Alright, just try to use your best judgment here. Alright, common sense, don't cross thread. Cross threading is your worst enemy. If you cross thread everything, you're in the wrong line of work and you shouldn't even be doing this. Again, put your socket on, you're not going to be able to screw that in all the way by hand. It's just not going to happen, okay? Alright. So, snug it down until you see that gap pretty much go away. Once that gap is down, give it a little light snug. Do not go hard. Remember, the seal is in there. So even if that gap was open, it still shouldn't leak. But you do not leave that gap open. There you go. That's it. Okay. Time to fill it up. Oil. Oh, nope. See, this is why I don't do videos. Because when I'm doing videos, I'm trying to focus on explaining everything. And it's throwing me off here, okay? So, I didn't bring out my creeper. I should bring out the creeper. I wouldn't be laying on the ground getting dirty. Who would have thought, right? That'd be smart. Alright, make sure your plug is clean. I already wiped mine off. Alright, make sure you have the O-ring crush washer on here. Alright, screw it back in. I know this should have been done like 8 fucking years ago. Alright. And remember, that oil pan is aluminum. So, just get it snugged in there. Bada boom, bada bing. Take your oil pan out. This way when you drop the jack down, you don't crush your oil pan. Some cars they drop the load. Don't mind that shit in there. I use this pan for a lot more than just oil. The mixed fluid right there is just from rainwater. Alright. Pull that open, blah, blah, blah. If you don't know how to put oil in your car, I don't know what to tell you. Sorry, trying to get this thing to position right. Alright, and I forgot exactly how much oil this holds. I want to say 4.6, 4.5. I might be over explaining stuff, but I apologize for that. Not too much though. You should probably use a funnel if you're not used to doing this. It's not too windy out today, so I'm normally pretty good with it. You gotta go easy to get it in that hole without spilling it all over the engine. Alright, but you definitely want to get about 4 and then check your bottle. It's a 5-quart bottle, so actually, now that I think about it, this is 4.2 quarts, I believe. So we get it in there, take your time, man. Once you spill this, remember, it's going to leak all over everything. So if you spill it and it goes all over the exhaust, expect your engine to smoke for quite a while. And it's going to smell bad. You don't want those fumes going inside the car while you're driving. Nor do you want your car smoking while you're driving. That's just, it's not good. Oh, there you go. I spilled a little bit. So she's going to smoke for a moment. Not too much though. When most people spill it, they really spill it. Okay. Well, I'm just about, I'd say that's about a 4.1. So I'm going to give a little bit more because this car is going across a couple states. And I want to make sure, no matter what, that it's got sufficient oil. Okay. I normally like to, if it's 4.2, I try to do about 4.4, 4.5, so 4.5 quarts roughly. All right, close it up, check it. Again, this can be your best friend if you spill oil. Hit it up, because it's going to clean and dissolve the oil and make it run away. Okay, and then dry out. So you won't get like globs of oil smoke and all that. Okay, let it dry for a moment. Put your oil cap back on the bottle because you're going to have half a quart or so left over. And that's pretty much it. So, hold on. Having a little issue here. Another jack. This is why you don't use Craftsman jacks. I don't even think they sell Craftsman jacks anymore. What if they do? Don't buy one. They're junk. They'll get the job done on small cars, but you use them on a big truck or something, you're asking for problems. Alright. You know, there's dirt out of my shoe. This is so difficult while I'm trying to make a video for you guys. Whoever the hell needs the help, whoever needs the advice, there you go. But again, take all safety precautions. Any other different car, this should be similar for most cars. Not all cars have the cartridge filter. Some have a basic spin-on filter. It'll be on the front or the back and the side, you know. If you have any trouble trying to figure out exactly how much and what type oil your vehicle takes, go to amsoil.com. You don't have to buy their oil, but the site will give you the free info you're looking for. It'll tell you how much oil your engine takes. Most vehicles will tell radiator fluid, transmission fluid, windshield washer, power steering, etc. And it'll tell you how much. Most of them. Not too many I've seen that doesn't tell you. So, alright. Alright, scanning the car a little while ago just for, oh, and on the Chevy Cruze,